no backseat driver. You got the wheel, take me where.
Hey, welcome back. 24 minutes after 7 o'clock. We are pretty excited to see this. I actually want to just run out there and smell the leather seats.
Do not touch it. $580,000.
I could put on my white gloves before I touch it.
You have white gloves? That worries me.
I'll go buy some to touch this car.
All right, Ed Wallace taking a look at this Rolls Royce.
It's really hard to believe that for a long, long time, the most expensive car that we ever brought over here was a twin-turbo Porsche. It was $149,000. Then Rolls-Royce upped the ante by putting out these cars to certain people to review, and it really surprised me. This one is almost $600,000. But let me tell you what you get for your money. First, you get a 6.8-liter V12 engine that is so smooth and so quiet, it's almost like driving an electric car. Now, it's going to have the typical Rolls-Royce feel to it. It's a little floaty at times, but it's also precise as you go down the road. You are going to feel disconnected from the highway. It's not like a BMW that's truly fun to drive. As with the Wraith that we had not long ago, the doors are suicide doors and open this way. There's an umbrella put into the fender, and there's buttons up here to where when you're sitting in the car, you can push them and the door will shut itself. Dash work is pretty simply laid out, and a lot of controls you can hide away underneath the console, things of this nature. Again, when you're putting the acceleration down, one of the things this car does do, which you wouldn't think with a V12 engine, is you give it the gas and you kind of float away with it, which is actually kind of cool. The top I put down this time because it was very, very simple. I wanted to see how much time it took to do it, and it wasn't much at all. Back here in the trunk, you can see it double opens down to put things into it, making it quite convenient also. Now, the base price is under $500,000. You've got things like $7,000 worth of paint on this one, and that takes it up to the $579,000 figure. So, as cool as this car is, and Rolls-Royce, by the way, has sold as many cars in America this year as they sold all of last year. I'd like to point out you can get a 4,000 square foot air-conditioned home in Cabo San Lucas overlooking the Pacific Ocean, and you have a couple $100,000 left over for the first class airfare down and back. Or you can drive around Dallas in this. And with that, y'all have a good weekend.
He puts it all into perspective, doesn't he? I like that. You can listen to Ed on 570 KLIF. Tomorrow's car column, as always, in Saturday's Fort Worth Star-Telegram.
So Evan went out there to touch the leather seats. Now, I'm just going to touch Evan's hand so I can feel like I touched the leather seats.
Okay.
The next best
If that
thing.
makes you feel good. Do whatever makes you happy, buddy.